Welcome back to Research. We've got a fun collaboration between El Segundo and Horus. This is Bob 2, aka Big Ole Barleywine 2. Alright, I've had this beer in the cellar since 2021. This is a barley wine style ale aged in rye whiskey casks. Once again, it's a collaboration between El Segundo Brewing Company and our friend Horus. Mary has feelings on Horus.
I know, I was going to say our friend, maybe your friend, my acquaintance.
This was not a special release through Horus. This was brought out through El Segundo at bottle shops, so I picked it up. It was pretty widely available when it did come out, so if you wanted a taste of Horus, this was an opportunity for you.
Have you ever had anything by El Segundo Brewing before?
I know I have, I just can't remember what it was.
It's hard because when you have a collaboration and you haven't had both of them separately, you don't know who's bringing what to the table. Yeah. So like this might be super good, but it's all Horus, and then you think, oh, El Segundo's in on this, so let me try El Segundo. Maybe they're shit.
Yeah, but that's kind of part of the marketing for both of them.
Yeah.
You know, they get the name Horus on there, and then people go, oh, well, I'm gonna try some El Segundo beer. Yeah. And then people go, Horus, what's that? And then they're like, look it up, and then see like, oh, this guy's wild. He's a super microbrewer.
Yeah, and I have to pay a buttload of money and drive to Oceans.
But that's neither here nor there. It's got a fine enough label. I'm assuming this is Bob.
Oh yeah, I just realized it was the same guy.
Two Bobs. Two Bobs, one beer. Yeah, it's fine enough. I think you're just relying on finding the names up here. Not a super crazy label.
Well, I think it's kind of like, it's interesting, the handlebar mustache guy and the Bob. I mean, Bob's always been a funny name. I feel like when we were kids, everything was Bob. The label's cool. I like the guys with the handlebar mustaches, and Bob's always been a funny name, but I don't know. It's kind of boring.
It seems like this is the second time I've come out with this beer.
I would imagine so, yeah. But I mean, if they're coming out with it a second time, then the first time must have been a success. So why not?
Lots enough talking. Let's get to drinking. All right, let's see if this Horus collab is as tasty as his regular stuff.
What about El Segundo?
It's just a taste of El Segundo.
It smells like even more Jesus.
Stop it.
I haven't said even more Jesus for a while. It does. It does, though.
So between these two pours, it's already half the bottle gone. Just showing you out there. I see what you're saying now. Very, very oaky and woody.
A little bit leathery, though, because that's what even more Jesus was going for. But I think as I take more sniffs, it's
sweeter.
Yeah, it's getting sweet.
Remember, it is a barley wine, not a stout.
Mm-hmm.
So expect that caramely, toffee sweetness. And because they do call it a big old barley wine, I'm assuming this is going to be a big ABV.
Yeah, I can smell sweet. I can smell not a barrel, just alcohol.
It's tasty. It's got a little of that pepperiness almost from the rye whiskey.
I was going to say, this is really tasty, but I have no idea how to describe it. And you said peppery. How do you know these things? You're brewmature.
So I do. I drink and I know things.
It's really good. This is a big boy. This is a big old barley wine.
This is definitely a big old barley wine. Like I said, the rye whiskey had, to me, always had a little bit more like pepper to it, a little more bite than some regular bourbons, some regular whiskeys. But it's still got those sweet and caramel notes, but the pepperiness is definitely more to the front side of this.
I guess, yeah, I can see what you mean when you say peppery. It definitely tastes like a barley wine. This does not taste like a stout at all.
But it's good. It's a little, I would say, a little heavier, a little darker than some of the other barley wines that we've had.
Oh yeah, for sure. Do you think that? Well, does Horus do a lot of barley wine? I mean, I feel like Horus does a lot
one
of
barley wine
yeah.
specifically from him.
I think that Horus's influence on this. I don't necessarily taste Horus beer that much in here, but I think his influence on this is more of a stout. Like he's bringing stouts to the table, and this doesn't taste like a stout, but it doesn't necessarily taste like a typical barley wine either.
Yeah. It's a good play on it. I think the rye whiskey barrels were a good choice here to differentiate themselves from people who do either bourbon barrels, or one of my favorites is Arcane Rituals from Bottle Logic. That's also a collaboration, and that one I believe uses cognac barrels.
Let's go to Bottle Logic right now.
ABV wise, this feels big. How many decimal places am I going to on this?
1. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is a 15.4% beer.
You cheated.
No, I didn't.
It's a 15.7.
Ooh, yeah. It feels. It tastes big. If you're not used to big ABV beers, then this is not a beer that you need to be trying for the first time.
No. But I think if you know, you know. Like
if you know, you know.
You're not gonna walk into a liquor store or a bottle shop as an amateur and say, "I need this."
Yeah, you're not gonna buy this if you don't really know what it is.
This is really, really, really good. It's very different than what I was expecting from Horus, but like I said, this isn't a stout. It's a barley wine, and I can taste Horus stouts.
Mm-hmm.
I can taste his base stout. That barley wine that we had by him was really good.
It's really good.
But I'm just not used to him doing barley wines. Yeah. So this is very different for me. If this was blind, I would never be able to tell you this is Horus. Absolutely not.
I think that's the harder part, is doing a blind taste test and asking what brewery is this without knowing. That's almost too much unless you are doing an iconic style from them.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is, like, I could tell you a Horus stout blind, but that's a stout. This is a barley wine, so it's different. But this is really good. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Oh wow!
Oh
I think you're gonna rate it higher than I am.
This is definitely a 5. This is a barley wine, obviously, but it's a different take on a barley wine with, like I said, like it's Horus's stout influence on it.
It's really good. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I mean, it's not my favorite barley wine, but it is really, really good. I wish it came in a 500 milliliter bottle instead of the 375.
I'll taste it.
Because you always want more beers like this. But yeah, I mean, it's not that anything's wrong with it. It's just I feel like it's more of a 4.5 for me personally.
It's definitely different. If you are a strict I love barley wines only, in the sense that they're barley wines, this might not necessarily be for you.
But you should try it.
You should try it, but just don't expect it to be a barley wine in the traditional sense. Because I really do, like I said, for the 3rd time now, Horus is bringing his stout influence to this barley wine for sure. Yeah,
it's super enjoyable. I don't even remember what I paid for it, but I believe it was obviously cheaper than most of Horus's usual stuff. So if you want to try something that's influenced by Horus for the first time, and you can still find it, then go ahead and do that. And that's going to do it for today's beer review. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe. It all helps us out. Click the bell icon. It'll notify you when we upload new videos. And until next time, we're the Brewmatures, trying every beer around the world. One sip at a time.